So the Phantom Six-Man is finally back, the original. I'm not talking about the fake copy. He is finally back. My boy Kuroko is off the bench, and he actually came back and he was overriding Mayuzumi. And I'm telling you, Siren definitely needed this because their confidence was really low. I mean, Hyuga got pulled out of the game for having a technical foul against Ryu, and I'm definitely saying, like, what's Siren going to do? And when Kuroko got back on that court and overriding him, I could definitely tell what his plan was. He wanted Mayuzumi to shine so much that people would stop seeing him as a shadow and notice him more. And that definitely is because as a player, Mayuzumi is better, and his instincts aren't as good as Kuroko's as being the shadow. I mean, your instinct as a basketball player, if you see something open, you go for it, and that's what he was doing. And Kuroko, as the shadow, never really does that, so he saw that as opportunity, and that definitely was an opportunity because Mayuzumi definitely went for it, and he was really shooting on him, and Kuroko couldn't defend him, but that also worked for him in his favor because he started getting that misdirection back, and I was so pumped when he was because that raised everybody's morale in the game, and they were like, okay, we're starting to get back, a breath of life in Siren's lungs, and I was like, finally, it's about time. And Kisei made one of the best points in this whole entire game. You could say you could be the new shadow of the six man, but can you really be? Because it's so hard to go against your instinct as a player, and I don't know how he would be able to do it. Kuroko has so much resolve as being the shadow, and he's not really a good player, so he was like, okay, it's fine. And it's really hard to like fight your instincts as a player. I keep saying it, and Kisei just made a really good point, and I like seeing all their opinions, and overriding was definitely a smart thing to do because Kuroko is probably one of the best players on the team, especially for their morale, for their sake, because Kagami started getting pumped again, and guess what he did? My boy went in the zone. I was so pumped. When he went in the zone, I was like, okay, some shit's really about to pop off. And he scared Akashi because he was in this wild beast mode zone, and he went farther in it. Even Almine said he went deeper in the zone, this wild sense. He is really the best. And right now, Kagami is proving himself that he's the best because Akashi stood there like, oh my god. He was really scared, and I was like, okay, that is definitely a really, really over-exaggerating, or he actually really is good. And he was pretty much backing up from Akashi to see everything that was going on. And I was just so, what's happening? And now they can't use Mayuzumi as a person, so I was like, there's no way to pass, there's no way to, it's over. I thought it was over for Rakuzan, at least like to get tied. I didn't think they're going to be like destroyed, but they actually came back, and it's called misdirection Akashi flow. I mean, Akashi's using Mayuzumi to get off because he cannot beat the new zone. The new zone is too good for Akashi right now, which is kind of weird because Akashi with the Emperor's Eye, just, I don't know how he did it. And I don't know how he was able to be beaten, what I mean. And he actually is using Mayuzumi as a person, like, it's overflow pretty much, but Akashi's version. Like, I'm going to pass to people, but I'm going to have you stare at Mayuzumi because when Kagami was playing defense on him, he was looking at him, and they looked over, and he saw it, and the ball was gone from Akashi's hand, and Ryu shot the three-pointer. And I was like, okay, so he's using Mayuzumi. And Muisaki Bara said, yeah, Akashi's not that fluff-loving guy. He's actually only using you as like a person. And I'm like, nah, that sounds like Akashi. It's usual Akashi. And I'm like, come on, Akashi, stop being such a douchebag. But at the same time, that's how you win games. But when I see Mayuzumi shoot and Kagami just smash the ball, that that's my favorite point in the game, honestly. I went back to that because, come on, who didn't want to see Kagami go in the zone again? I mean, we definitely got zone. Like, zone was shitted on at the beginning of this game because he started out in zone and he could not be Akashi. I am like, the zone needs to make a comeback, and it definitely did this episode. And next episode, I have some predictions that since Rakuzan is kind of coming back from winning, you can't really say they're coming back, but they're coming back kinda, and they're probably gonna win. I'm not gonna lie, but Akashi's definitely gonna use it for a while. But maybe Akashi will go in the zone because I don't see like Akashi being able to use this overflow for very long without Kagami realizing it or Kuroko stopping it. So maybe he'll go in the zone and be able to fight Kagami back because we all know his alter ego doesn't like to lose, and when he's losing against the zone without any other way of getting out, that'll definitely open the zone up because it comes in desperate times. And I could definitely see that happening, and hopefully everybody, that's what I want, everybody on the court to go zone, but I don't think it's going to happen, just a select few people. I don't know, I really want to see that happen because that would be so cool, but right now, I'm very content with just seeing Kagami go zone, and that's just really, really amazing episode. In the beginning of the episode, I was like depressed. I was like, oh my god, Siren's losing. I don't want to see this happen. And then the middle of the episode, I was like, okay, let's go, let's go. My favorite song came on, my favorite opening song, when he went in the zone. So I was like, okay, let's go, let's go. And then at the end, I was like, okay, this is kind of turning around in Rakuzan's favor again. And I'm just really hyped to see next episode. Have you ever like sat down and watched a Kuroko Basket episode and wanted it to end? I've never been like that. I wanted this to go on forever until the end of this. I just want to watch Kuroko Basket longer, and it's a shame that's ending this season, but overall it was just an amazing series. It's not over yet, but I can't get over it. It's just an amazing series. It's not just about basketball, but it's about people's it's just an amazing series. But that's really the end of my review. Comment. I'd love to talk to you guys. What do you think about this episode? I mean, if you like my review, like it, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And tune in next week to my next Kuroko Basket review.